Welcome back. Well, $5 billion in student loan debts erased. Tracee Carrasco now with the story of how tens of thousands of students could get away without paying for their education, Tracee.
This is pretty incredible. Now, all of those people who took out private loans to pay for college but have not been able to keep up with payments may get their debts wiped away because critical paperwork is missing. That's according to the New York Times. The troubled loans, which total $5 billion, now at the center of a legal battle, all because National Collegiate Student Loans Trust has been unable to show in court that it owns the loans it says it does. Now, the loans were originally granted to students by banks, and once granted, the banks bundled them together and sold the debt on to National Collegiate. This changing of the hands means that in some cases, it's not clear from records who exactly owns the individual loans. So if the trust tries to demand the money from the former students, but the paperwork is not right, the entire amount could be thrown out by a judge. The $5 billion accounts for around 166,000 separate loans, but the debt owned by National Collegiate is just a fraction of the $1.4 trillion of student debt in the country, with an average of $30,000 borrowed by students in the U.S. Judges have cleared away debts in New York, New Jersey, Texas, and Ohio. And here in New York, a judge wiped out a woman's $31,000 debt last year after National Collegiate took her to court. It's pretty amazing.
What happened with that one?
You know, she went to court. They said she had fallen back on her payments, so they were unable to show exactly which school she went to. It was forgiven, that $31,000.
Wow.
Imagine that.
Well, I mean, that's, I think, the difference here between these private loans, student loans, versus the ones that are subsidized by the federal government. You know, there's a real distinction there, I think. And honestly, this is the fault of National Collegiate. I mean, this is exactly how some of the mortgage crisis happened, and all of these loans and these debts getting bundled away and then not being able to locate who actually owns the mortgage, who actually owns the loan. So this is, hopefully this will lead to something that's actually more beneficial for the consumer, because let's be fair, yes, a lot of students go to way too much school that they can't afford, and at the same time, there are predatory loan companies out there, not saying that this is one, that are looking to take advantage of people that are willing to go into debt very easily.
So the bright side of this is we'll see consumer spending go up $5 billion.
Exactly.
Right?
Economic stimulus.
Yeah. Get that money back. What are they going to do with it? Tracee, good stuff. Thanks so much. We'll be watching that. Tracee Carrasco there. Still